Everything was going great till it wasn't. I hate having to call it quits, but it's the best thing. So we have a problem that we need to deal with that we've been putting off. We have a big giant sinkhole over here. I don't know if you can see where all the tall grass is. This, I think it was the end of last winter, this showed up, this sinkhole. So we buried a bunch of big rocks here, and we must have had like a gap around the rock. Over winter, all of the fill settled around the rocks, and you probably can't tell how deep it is, but it's in some spots it's probably 2 feet deep. I've been dumping some smaller rocks in here, but I don't want to dump the big rocks that we took out from the water lines in here because I don't want to have the same problem happen. So I got some sand and I got some other fill to put in here. And we need to clean this up because we don't want this hazard around the homestead anymore. First, I need to weed whack this down a little bit so I can see where we're putting all the material in with the tractor. So let's get this cut back. I have a feeling on camera it's not showing up how bad it really is. Some spots it's probably almost up to my knee deep, but the grass is so tall that it's not really showing, and I can't weed whack it low because it's all rocky and bumpy. So I think the big thing will be is to see how much fill this takes. We have 3 dump truck loads worth of fill up above. I have a feeling it's probably going to take all 3. I was hoping it was only going to take 2, but I think we're going to end up using all of it over here. All right, so we have 2 loads of silt, and then we have a load of sand. I'm gonna put a load of sand in first for cheap fill, and then we'll top dress it with the silt for that way we can grow good pasture grass in that. I'm putting off starting any building projects until we get these little things done that we've been putting off because we've been doing other building projects. Like this should have got taken care of last year, but where we were building the barn and the workshop, it got put on the back burner, and now it's full of grass, so you kind of forget about it because it doesn't look like anything from far away, but then when you're mowing, it's like, oh, I got that big sinkhole there. We need to take care of this. So let's get this done, and then we can get grass growing down there. And then I don't have to worry about falling into it when we're mowing or driving around or any animals getting into it. And we had to have the fill delivered up here, and we got to truck it down below because in the last like 30-ish days, maybe 35 days, we've gotten over 8 inches of rain, and it's just been like all at once. So things can get a little soggy, and we didn't want the dump trucks getting stuck driving through the pasture to dump it in the hole. So it would have been nice to get it dumped right by the hole. It would have taken no time to fill it, but with the weather we've been getting, that wasn't a possibility. So that means we got to truck it down 1 bucket at a time. Well, it's a pretty warm day out, and you know it's warm out when your camera overheats when you're using it to record video. That's what happened. It's already in the upper 80s, and there's not many clouds in the sky, so yeah, it's gonna be a warm one today. The camera's gotta stay in the tractor for a bit so it can cool down. that is one dump truck load of sand spread out. We have 2 more loads left. We'll see how far that'll get us. I lied, I probably have 1 or 2 buckets left of sand, but the way everything's piled up, I can't get to it and clean it up easy. So I'm gonna start using some of the silt. I almost got stuck that time. The load of silt is pretty heavy because we got a lot of rain the other day and it soaked it in. So the front tires got buried. Let me show you. So I'm thinking I might just have to pile it up down here with the TYM and then bring the mini excavator down excavator here and smooth everything out. It's not pretty deep. But once I was able to offload the load, I just picked myself up with my loader and pushed myself out. So we'll see what we got to do. I'll keep trying to go out as far as I can. I might not be able to spread it. Then I'll probably have to bring the excavator down here and just kind of smooth everything out. I want to thank Mary Roos for sponsoring today's video. Mary Roos has a huge line of organic and non-GMO supplements, lotions, hair products. You list it, Mary Roos probably makes it. I love when Mary Roos sponsors one of our videos because we have a lot of Mary Roos products in our house that we use all the time. It always seems like in every season of life and of the seasons, there's always one Mary Roos product we're using a lot of. In the fall and winter, we're always taking their elderberry syrup. Right now, we're not using that. I really enjoy their liquid probiotic. Then I also use Mary Roos Extra Strength Liquid Nighttime Multi-Mineral. This helps remineralize your body while you're sleeping, and it helps me sleep good. So it seems like no matter what stage of life I'm in or season that I'm in, there's always a product of Mary Roos that I'm using. Remember that great sale I was telling you that Mary Roos is having? Well, right now from July 16th through July 17th, Mary Roos is having an Amazon Prime Day sale over on Amazon. Their products are going to be up to 30% off. And then if you use my code MROLUMNAH, you're going to get an additional 20% off on those 2 days. And if you use my code MROLUMNAH, after July 16th and July 17th, you'll still get the 20% off. But if you use my code on July 16th and 17th, you're gonna get up to 50% off our Mary Roos products. So if you guys love Mary Roos like we do, you'll wanna get over to Amazon on July 16th and 17th and pick up some Mary Roos products. I know we're gonna be. We need a few more things. So we're gonna be jumping over there, ordering ourselves some Mary Roos products and stocking up while everything is on sale. I want to thank Mary Roos for sponsoring today's video. I want to thank Mary Roos for having this great sale. And if you guys are looking for any products, you're going to want to get on over there and get them while you can get up to 50% off. Thanks Mary Roos for sponsoring today's video. Thank you guys for supporting the companies that support us and make it possible so we can do what we do here at Lumnah Acres for you guys. So thanks Mary Roos. Thank you. Now let's get on with the video. fuel light came on, so let's dump this load and then we're gonna go fuel up. Get it in low. Oh, it's just about 2 dump truck loads in there. We have a little bit left from the second one, but not too much. But that light came on and we're getting closer. We have like 1 load left, a little over a load left. We need to fuel up the tractor. And it's that time of the day. The animals need to get fed again. So let's go get the tractor fueled up. Then we can feed some animals. But we're getting there. It's looking so much better. It looks like a mess, but trust me, it's looking better. That 50-gallon V4 transfer pump works so nice. It's nice having that on the homestead. It's easy enough. You can put it in the back of your truck as long as you have a set of pallet forks to unload it to keep 50 gallons here. So that lasts us quite a while versus if I did 5-gallon pails. I think I have like 3 or 4 of them and to be constantly running to town to get fuel. And that's not fun. Good morning. It is weird loading up an outdoor wood boiler on the hot summer days. It's not hot out yet, but it's gonna be almost 90 degrees out today. And we gotta make sure we have hot water. So we gotta keep that thing going. It doesn't use much firewood in the summertime. Out here waiting, we're gonna be getting 2 loads of material today. I'm getting another load of sand and another load of silt dropped off. The first load should be here any minute. I had to stop last night and go and do the podcast with Ben from Holler Homestead and Jason from Stow the Land. We do a podcast together every week called Homestead Shop Talk. It's on YouTube and all the podcast platforms. If you guys want to check it out, it's called Homestead Shop Talk. I'll have it linked down below. So I had to stop moving material last night for that reason. But we're getting low anyways, and we got a bunch of rain coming in. When I first planned on filling this hole in, we weren't supposed to be getting any rain. Later yesterday, it popped up saying we're supposed to be getting 1.5 inches of rain tomorrow. Now they're calling for just over 1 inch, so hopefully we'll get no rain. But either way, I need to get this hole filled in, and now I really need to get it filled in before the rain comes in, because leaving it the way it is will not be good. So I wanted to get more material here so we can make sure we get this perfectly finished off before the rain. We got our 2 loads of material dropped off. Now we gotta try to get this sinkhole buttoned up before Hurricane Beryl comes. We got emails from viewers saying that we got this hurricane coming. I know we had some little bit of rain coming, but it's more than what I was expecting. So I wanna get this filled up before it gets filled up with rain and washed out. So that's why we got these 2 piles dropped off, because I wanna make sure we have enough here to get this done and finished before the storm comes. All right, coming back down here this morning, it looks a lot better. When you're kind of working in it and you're going, you're like, that's all I got done. But now seeing it, it's like, we're making good headway. So I'm happy with the way it's looking. I wish my bucket was bigger so I could haul more down here, or that it's not like wet down here, but the ground's soft enough from being all the rain we just got. We can't get a dump truck down here, because if we didn't get all that rain the other day, we could have just backed the dump truck down and dumped right here, and then this would have been done. in a couple of hours, but now I have to take the time bringing it all down by one bucket at a time.
I'm thinking you should leave it for me for my beach. I was
Oh,
talking
yeah?
about wanting a beach. I had a little spot over there. I could have a huge beach right here.
You could. So this material right here we're getting, it's called silt. What I call it like sandy loam, but what it actually is the plant that we're getting it from that makes concrete. They have to wash stone to make concrete. They wash stone to sell it. They wash sand, so you can get washed sand. Like when we did our leach field, we have to have washed sand to install the leach field with. So what they do is they wash all their stuff. It goes into a pond. That's where it's like an irrigation pond. They get their water out of it to wash everything. And then the silt from everything that they wash off goes into the pond. And then a couple of times a year, they got to dig out the pond. And that's what this material is right here. It's silt. But it'll be interesting to see how good this grows pasture grass. It's going to do a good job. It might dry out quick, which is fine. But this is going to be loaded with minerals because rocks have tons of minerals in them. And they crush stone to make ledge pack and stuff like that. So there's a lot of fine stone dust in here, which will help mineralize the grass that we're growing over here. It wouldn't be a bad idea to someday to get a load of this, put it in the manure spreader, and spread it out all over the pastures to remineralize the pasture and get good minerals in the grass for all the animals. And then in return, we'll get those in us through their meat and milk. It would actually be really good to put in your garden as well because it'll remineralize the soil in your garden. Your vegetables are going to get the minerals in it, and it's going to make your vegetables better for you, but also more tasty. So we should try a patch mixing this with compost and growing carrots in it. I bet you that would grow really good, straight carrots because it's so sandy. But the carrots will be able to grow and grow long.
Can you save a bucket?
Yeah. I'm gonna grab a load of silt and stick it right here. I'm not liking how I'm driving in. I'm getting lopsided right there. That side's staying high and this side's going low. So I'll get some silt there and then I can keep driving it forward.
Well, it's coming up to the secret garden to see how everything is doing, and I thought I would bring you along. Just driving up here, it looks like I have a lot of green, which is awesome. It looks like everything is getting taller. I see a lot of flowers, which is very exciting. And some more tomatoes coming in. Wow, look at how big this one's gotten. Whoa, look at that tomato. It looks like it's definitely time to pick some zinnias. Wow. These things, if you just want something to bring a smile to your face, plant some zinnias. Oh my gosh. They just keep producing and they're beautiful. Don't tell anyone, but I found a red strawberry and I just rinsed it off and I'm going to eat it. So don't tell anyone because there isn't any more that are ready to be picked for anybody else. So this one's mine. So good. All right, so that's my update on the secret garden for now. I think everything just likes being up in the secret garden area, and that's why everything is doing so well. And I have no regrets about putting the weed fabric down. I think that was a good move, and I'm so happy about it.
That's looking good. I feel better with how that's looking now, so. We are definitely gaining, and I'm liking how it's looking. We used about one load that just got dropped off. We haven't used one complete load because I've been using mostly sand, but then I've also been bringing down some silt. So I'd say about one dump truck load is in here right now. So I think with the last load, we should be able to get this all up to the grade where it needs to be, smooth off nicely, and then we're gonna have to wait to see what Hurricane Beryl does to it. Hopefully this rain stops quickly so we can get this whole finish filled in, and I don't want too much of it because I don't want a muddy mess driving back and forth. Well, that's not what I was expecting. It's raining and it's coming down pretty good. Hopefully it's a quick passing shower because we don't need the rain. And we don't want everything a muddy mess because it'd be nice to get this hole filled in before Hurricane Beryl comes and really messes this up. It's clear sky over there. It's raining over there. This rain's coming down good. I gotta say we got about 1/4 of an inch already. Everything is just waterlogged already. But there's one good thing about that. I can see how the water is flowing. So it's coming from over here and then going over here and going that way. So we need to, for now, put a diverter in so that the water will go this way and run down there and not flood out our hole. That's how much water we just got. That was not running. The rain stopped for a minute, now it's coming back. So we need to get some more berms built and hopefully get this taken care of. Terrible, terrible, terrible. We were going good until it wasn't. I don't know what's going on. For over the last half hour, it's been raining here. And there's been blue sky all around us. I kind of built a dam right there. When the rain stops, if it stops, I'll show it to you. I've made a huge muddy mess where we're coming in and out. And over here, just from the rain we've been getting, I'll have to check the rain gauge again. It is crazy. But I'm hoping we can divert the water that is coming down this way out into the pasture instead of going over here. So we can keep this dry and keep it from getting flooded out and washed out during the hurricane. Now I'm hearing thunder and lightning. If you check the weather app, there's nothing on the app. So I'm not sure, but it is crazy. I'm gonna get some hay, get that covered up. I just have to laugh. It's coming down even harder now. I'm gonna get a bale of hay, get the berm covered with hay. Hopefully that'll help it some. And then I'll show it to you. We stopped some of it, but not all of it. All right, well, that storm literally popped out of nowhere. Wasn't on the radar. I just checked my redneck rain gauge. My empty 5-gallon pail in the back of the side-by-side. Yeah, half-inch of rain. That was like a half hour to an hour. Probably more like an hour, I guess. I got the berm built. I got the side of it covered with hay. We're not catching all of the water runoff. I went up high. It needed to be lower. When I was coming in lower, there's a pretty big hump, so I was afraid that if I put it lower, we have to build a huge berm, and I wasn't going to be able to keep trucking down here because it's a muddy mess. So everything was going great till it wasn't. I mean, it was a beautiful day. Everything was dry. We had no mud anywhere. It was awesome. Then that rain popped up and just made it a mess. Look at this. That's what all up there looks like coming down from the piles now. So this is the best we're gonna be able to get it before the hurricane comes in. It is going in and out a little bit. I don't know what Hurricane Burl's gonna do to it. We're gonna find out in a few days. Hopefully it goes around us and we don't get any of the rain. Your guess is as good as mine. So I gotta call it quits because I am just destroying the yard and there's nothing else I can do to get this fixed up before the hurricane comes in. So I hate having to call it quits, but it's the best thing for it. So this is where I'm going to end this video. Thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey. You guys are a huge blessing to us and our homestead. We'll see you guys right back here in the next video. Hope you all doing well from the hurricane. Bye.